Here we go. Oh, my audio's fucked up. I agree.
To do Christmas lights with my buddy, because it's a tradition of ours now. It's like year 4 or 5 of this. And then
go here.
Monday through Saturday of next week, I'll be putzing around Virginia, going to work, doing whatever.
Going to the fuck dimension.
Putzing around.
Holding Hartman as you guys fall asleep together.
I'll be staying in Williamsburg because I'll be staying with my sister. So you just tell me when you want to have dinner and I'll make plans around it. I've been telling people first come, first serve, man.
Why does this not work?
Okay. Alright, then I will try to make Friday is my work party, so I can't make Friday. So Thursday seems like it will be the day for us.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do lunch. I have lunch booked up every single day. It would have to be dinner. What about, yeah, we could do that. I don't see why not.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, because I could actually meet you, at, Sushi King. Yeah, because I'll be down at HQ. We could, but I'm saying if you wanted to do 4 or 5, I could meet you at Sushi King.
All you've done.
How does this work? What can I do?
All white Gucci suit. I am feeling righteous. Oh, listen, Hartman, does any particular day work best for you? Because if not, I'll just hang out with you on the following Saturday, unless you have plans.
Not this Saturday, next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, cool. Because then I could hang out with you all day, or whatever time you have available Saturday, and then whenever I'm done, I'll just head back here.
Yeah.
Since technically you are closer, you're in Hampton, so you're closer to here anyway, I guess?
Yeah, kinda. Just depends what direction you take going back down.
Yeah.
Susano. Gang.
Markiplier.
Nope, that's boss tier list. I need Piva.
Guys, how the fuck do you play Cody?
Cody? Who's Cody?
The mayor of Metro City.
Metro City?
Yeah, the guy that's blowing Mike Hager's daughter's back out. Unless she died, I don't know.
I'll be straight on with you, I have no idea.
Wait a minute, okay, hey, you guys wanna hear some fucking crazy news?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is actually some insane stories. I'm gonna hope my girlfriend isn't watching, she probably isn't though. So, okay. Events over the last couple weeks. My backpack, including my gun, was stolen from me.
Oh.
Yeah, guess who?
Your
girlfriend's mother. I was thinking, but Joe, isn't that a crime? And the answer is, why, yes, that is a crime.
Isn't that a crime punishable by death?
Not death. Well, not death in the U.S. justice system. But yes, that's a big one. That's a felony, I'm pretty sure, too. Possession of illegal firearms. They don't like that one. And then also, I found out that some people are working against me, conspiring against me, some would say. actually. You know, in that my girlfriend's mother set up a date for my girlfriend.
And your girlfriend took the date?
She did not take the date. What happened is the date was taken for her because by setting up a date, I mean my girlfriend's mother invited a man that showed this whole fucking situation is wildly illegal on so many levels. They went to a gun store to get her a gun because she moved into her own house recently. Which, fun fact, I'm banned at. Which also, fun fact, hasn't stopped me from going there not one time. They needed a gun. So, a lot's happening.
Apparently it's a lot of fun facts.
So then, this fucking situation, the guy at the gun store took a fancy to my girlfriend. That makes sense. She's hot as fuck. The only real big issue we got here is, she's taken. But that doesn't stop retards and idiots. So, he, got my girlfriend's mother's number. Because my girlfriend's mother was, like, talking shit about me to him and, like, trying to get her set up and all that. He got my girlfriend's mother's phone number from the background check. That's illegal. You can't do that. But then, you know, they're talking and stuff like that. He's like, oh, I really want to, you know, get to know your daughter, take her on a date. My girlfriend's mother decides to set him up on a date by inviting him over for dinner without telling my girlfriend. To which, let me tell you, the anger inside of my heart and soul, at burning everlasting. I had to get talked down of fucking.
Remember, Joe, when you marry the person, you marry their family.
The fuck I do. No, I'll look her mother dead into the windows of her soul and say, I'm taking your daughter from you. You can't blow her back out. I'm stealing your daughter.
She's trying to.
She's trying to get her. She's trying. Here's the thing. First of all, not gonna work. I know that for a certainty.
So here's what could also happen.
Yeah.
Right? Because she works in her family's business.
Yeah.
So what could also happen is none of their attempts work. She decides she's gonna, for the most part, stay with you, and then they disown her from everything, or she leaves you. Those are her two choices. Which do you think she'll choose?
She'll choose me because her family is bonkers insane. The ones that aren't crackheads and drug addicts, are actually genuinely insane. Her mother murdered a pet alligator. One of her boyfriends when she was younger pissed her off, so she drowned a pet alligator. I want you to think about this for a second, by the way, guys. Alligators can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. This was a baby alligator. She drowned. You know how long she had to sit there? How do you ever start doing something and then midway through you're thinking to yourself, nah, this is dumb. I shouldn't have been doing this. You know?
I'm just saying. So, what is the main issue with you now that you're now banned from the house?
You know what?
Joe.
Here's the funny part. I'm actually a delightful young man, and I'm actually of all the boyfriends of all the girls that are in that family, I'm the only one that cleans up after himself, that doesn't leave their house a mess. I say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, because I'm inside of their home.
Young
I'm
man.
actually when I'm in a situation where, like, because I was raised correctly. But correctly by a military family standard. So, like, in a casual setting, I'm a huge piece of shit. In a formal setting, I'm a delightful gentleman. So I'm polite to our parents. Their only thing they don't like about me, this is the only thing they don't like about me. To them, I don't have a job.
Didn't get a job.
Here's the thing. I have a fucking job. I make more money printing miniatures than I did at any of my other jobs. Significantly more, actually. Significantly more money. But to them, that's not a real job, because they are super rigid about it. You know what's the funniest part about it? All of them work for their own business that they started. The same shit I'm doing. The hypocritical fucks. So, her grandma told her, you should just go out and bang random dudes and get pregnant. I had all my kids before I was your age. And if you don't like the dude, or if you think the dude was ugly, afterwards just get an abortion. That's what her grandma told her. All of them full well knowing she's a girlfriend, or she has a boyfriend too. I don't know. My girlfriend's in a fucking insane situation with her family. I'm pretty secure in my position though. I'm also, why are they barking like that? I'm also the only sane one she has contact with, which is pretty funny. Think about that. Joe is the only sane person she has contact with. What a dark future that is.
Well, Maybe they don't want you to get a job. They want you to get a job that makes 6 figures.
No, actually.
Maybe they just wish that you had an all-white Gucci suit.
You know what? I'll buy one.
Yeah, you know what? Just start showing up to the house in Gucci that you spent with your own money.
Because you're already feeling righteous.
Here's the funniest part too. It doesn't matter because they've seen my shit. They know when I'm with her, she doesn't pay for stuff. They know that. Cause she and I know they know that too. It's even funnier too. I don't know how the fuck this matchup work.
I mean,
this guy is just kind of letting me do whatever I want, which I kind of appreciate. Okay. What is happening? What is this match? Dawn, could you do something, please? Okay.
maybe
Oh,
it's
God.
not that you don't have a job now. Maybe they just don't like you for whatever fucking reason.
That's fine. They can do that. Sir?
That's also just a thing that happens.
That's oh, I should have been punished for that. Oh God! Ah! The Rock, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. No, they're just insane. She was trying to find something in my bag to ruin when she stole it, and all she found was like my medication. My medication
Did
and
you
my
get your medication back?
Oh, I got everything back. I wasn't playing that shit. Had it not been returned to me, they'd have been fucking hell to pay.
Why'd she steal your bag?
Cause she's a crazy bitch. Literally.
Ow. She's a crazy bitch, but she likes I'm gonna mom time when I'm crazy.
Here's the thing though, you know what? Saying that though, I would fuck her mom. Her mom's hot as fuck.
Doing you all
Oh,
night.
what a psychopath! What?
Scratches on down your back. Going right on.
If I knew how to play this character, this guy'd be really fucked. He's not very smart. I'm also just kind of flailing though, cause like I don't know what the fuck to do. Do something stupid for me.
Listen, Joe, you just gotta like, when it comes to be tax time, after a full year of you doing your own miniatures business, and you do your taxes, that's when you show them the tax form and be like, shut the fuck up.
They don't care about that. It's not a, no, they literally only care that it's not a normal job. I don't have a normal job to them. Fucking A. Alright, wait a minute. I gotta focus.
So what is their business?
What's,
That's my question.
what's their business?
What is their business that they created?
They have a steel and crane company.
Oh, okay. I see. I know what the problem is here.
You think it, oh, no, I'm telling you what the problem is. Legitimately. It's not a mystery.
Do ya?
I'm gonna lose. Fuck. Fuck! Yeah, I'm gonna lose. It's upsetting. No, I know the problem is because it's not me inferring the issue. It's her telling me what the issue is. She told me. They're pissed about me not having a regular job. Well, that's fine, though. Because I'm gonna keep 3D printing. I lived too long under the fucking... the constraints of like regular thought processes, and it only brought me fucking like being upset. Okay, you're now.
They didn't have a problem with you at all when you worked at the go-kart place.
Nope.
Huh.
Sir?
That's weird.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. It's not an issue of normal stuff. Okay, seriously? Fucking, this is pissing me off. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid!
I'm playing Eltharion, and I clicked on one of my.
Rest in peace, my homie. In light of what's it called?
I clicked on one of my heroes, and she goes, "The taint is spreading."
True.
Perfection. The taint is spreading. Wider.
That's so upsetting.
Have you seen my taint?
That's not how it works.
Ain't delicious.
Okay. That doesn't work. Okay. Fuck, I'm gonna lose this one too, aren't I? Fuck! I can't play Cody. He's too hard to play. I don't know any Cody stuff. That's fine. I'll lose. If everyone knows first set of the day doesn't count. So, fucking,
What? Brent,
guys-
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over Joe yelling. Joe, give other people a second to talk. Good
no,
lord.
never.
What, Brent?
You playing Cathay or what?
I'm playing Eltharion.
No, not now. Cathay's not out yet. I'm talking to fucking the people that play. Everyone that plays Total War Warhammer, I guess. Is anyone playing Cathay when they come out?
Who is Cathay?
Fucking, you don't know the...
Well, I mean, when Warhammer 3 comes out, like, yes, I will be playing Cathay.
That's what
Do
I'm
they
saying.
have thick thighs?
Yes, they have thick dragon ladies. I don't actually know if
Cathay,
she's wearing
Cathay is
robes.
basically a Warhammer's take on an Asian.
Think China.
Yeah,
their
they're
lord,
literally China.
Chinese dragon.
Their fucking leadership is people that turn into dragons. They secretly worship Tzeentch and don't realize it. They've got dragon warriors, emerald
They secretly
fighters.
worship who?
Tzeentch.
I don't know who they are.
You fucking piece of shit. You motherfucker. Tzeentch is my fucking favorite chaos god. He's the changer of ways. He's the raven god. He's the god of all sorcerers. He's also the god of hope. He's the big blue bird. He does the
Technically,
magic.
their emperor is also a god.
Yeah, he ascended. Because it's kind of like Elder Scrolls rules, where if you kind of just get strong enough, you become a god for some reason. Shoutouts to every single elven leader in Total War Warhammer 2 that
And
also becomes a god later.
that's why you can't play as the emperor, because you're not gonna be able to play as like Tzeentch or any of them.
Even though you can play
You'll
as
be able to
fucking... Even though you can play as fucking Fate Weaver, who is literally almost as strong as Tzeentch, by the way.
So
In
does that
some
mean that
respects, stronger.
Karl Franz is a god?
Yeah, no, he is a... Depending on what you... Depending on who you believe or not, he might just be a Celestin Prime. He might have... Look, long story short, the world is gone, and now people are in metal suits. It's been a busy day.
Listen,
That's not
all
a
I know
thing.
is Treekin can eat nukes to the face and not care.
True.
Which nukes are we talking about, though? Like, the rat nukes or the chaos nukes?
The rat nukes. Icket claws nukes.
Oh,
He
you were a
could
fucking
literally
wild
drop
person.
the nuke on his Treekin and only one died.
Yeah, like my tree
This
can
person
just
has
like,
DPs?
fuck you.
San Antonio. Fuck San Antonio. Oh, I'm dead? I'm not dead.
Oh, Jason. So apparently
Wow.
the guy that mowed down like over 40 people.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh my god.
Apparently he actually just before
He was
that
he was escaping a different crime.
No. He made bond for that crime
Yeah.
because the bond got
Wait, what?
dropped from like 100,000 to like $500.
He also had a
What?
fucking tweet.
Wait, whoa. Hold on, back up.
He was
What does that
also
mean?
he was also a sex offender. Make bail, right? Like so his basically like when you go, they say, hey, bail is set at like this much money. So if someone pays that money, you're free until your court date.
Uh-huh.
Basically, they dropped that price from being like $100,000 to $500.
Why?
No one knows.
Fuck. 1 second.
What?
So
What?
he was already wanted. Even not for the thing he made bond for, he was already wanted in another state for being a sex offender.
So wait, so he's free?
No.
Right now?
No, the only reason he was able to run over 40 people is because his bail was set at
Oh!
$500. But people are like, why the fuck did that even happen?
Okay. So other fun facts. He has a bunch of. He had like a whole like article on a website or a bunch of tweets or something like that, telling people how to get away with hit and runs. He was pimping. He was a pimp, by the way. He was pimping out 15 and 16-year-olds. That's from his own admission, by the way.
He also had previously run over his baby mama.
Several times, actually. He had multiple hit and runs.
multiple times.
What in the actual see, this is what I'm saying. The criminal justice system does not work.
It does not. Also, I'm a oh, she didn't die. Never mind. Do that shit again. Do that shit again. Oh my god, what?
He's actually going to give the testimony about him running
Oh!
over multiple times. And she stays with the man. That's the real question mark here.
No,
Look,
actually,
look,
that's the
baby,
most believable thing out of all
those
of it.
first 2 times I ran you over, baby, those were just because I was upset. Like, you did that. You made me mad, and I'm
Nope.
sorry that you made me so
No.
mad.
That's not even remotely what it is. It's I'll hit you again if you run away from me. That's 100% what it is.
I'll back up. I swear to God, I will.
I'll back up. That's
The
how a
next
man
time,
plays Street
next
Fighter,
time
by
you
the
won't
way.
be so lucky.
I'll back the fuck up. I will stop this car and go on reverse right now.
This person plays funky. Okay, sir? Sir, you need to learn some discipline. Upsetting.
Dude, Eltharion gets fucking stacked super early.
Why does he do that? What a fucking weird thing to do. Oh my god! I'm another human! I'm not real! The way these people think, it's one-dimensional. I might be stuck in this rank, but that's because I don't play this game anymore. That's fine. I knew he was going to do that. Every time he has a meter. Do some shit I don't like. Come on. Do it. I know you want to do it, because that's how you think. That's not a move, I don't think. What is that? Someone look up what Jury's, like, light pinwheel is on block. That's not fair. That lagged. I had better combos than that, I think. That's fine. Ah! You gotta hit him with it. Every day. Oh, I only did that combo because it's sick looking. Why the fuck did they give Ryu a way to follow up after? Like, not really follow up, but like, why does his V trigger work like that? Whatever. It was worth it. I'll be right back. I'm so bad at this game. It's hilarious.
No.
I'm sorry. Somebody please explain to me how Altharian is not goddamn busted to fucking pieces. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Why do you think he's busted?
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna read off 4 of his skills that he can get by level 16.
Sure.
Grim Discipline. Gives this to his entire army. Passive ability. Plus 12 melee defense, plus 8 melee attack to everybody if their hit points reach less than 25%. Also, at the same time, giving them expert charge defense. When bracing, all units negate the charge bonus of any attacker. Then, dedicated to Ladriel. All of his units are Mistwalker units. So, attribute, stock for Mistwalker units. All of his units gain stock. All of his units gain minus 40% for Mistwalker units. Vigor loss reduction. All of his units gain plus 20% weapon strength. All of his units gain plus 20% missile strength. His entire army has 10% campaign movement range, 20% minus recruitment cost, and he gets plus 2 global recruitment capacity. He gets plus 15 for armor for all of his units when he's defending. Minus 25% for wall and garrison buildings of all provinces, and minus 2 construction time for wall and garrison buildings for all provinces. All of his units at all times get a move called Unending Volley, which has a 20-second cooldown where they can, for the next 10 seconds, replenish all of their ammunition. And then Storm of Blades, all of his units gain 55 armor-piercing weapon damage and speed plus 15%. What the actual fuck?
Hey, that busted. And I mean,
That's just him natively. Then you have to take into account the Prison of Athel Tamara and the fact that it can give plus 10 leadership to all of his units, plus 10 melee attack to all of his units, plus 10 melee defense to all of his units.
Yeah.
All of his units gain the ability to use the Mists of Yvresse, which the Mists of Yvresse give him the ability to have 15% increased ambush chance. All of his units gain snipe, stalk, unspottable. Unspottable means this unit can hide at its current location and it will not be spotted until the enemy is extremely close.
yeah, there's another elf lord that does that.
And he gives all units inside of his territory 200% casualties suffered from attrition.
Yeah, but there's ways to get around attrition.
I mean, he's a solid lord.
Well, no, yeah, he's strong.
And it's a fun campaign.
Mm-hmm. It's an incredibly fun campaign. This is nutty. This is like the RTS version or strategy version of Shadow of Mordor.
Kinda. I can see that.
Because you're just going around and going, oh, and because combined with the fact that he can just, look at a random lord and go, oh, I remove like 65 of your fucking armor, and you can't move for 20 seconds. So if you're fighting a necromancer, you're just like, hey, you.
Yeah, I think the best caster in the game is still Techless, apparently.
No, I'm not speaking from a.
No. I'm just saying, from what I remember, lord wise, the strongest caster lord is Techless, and then used to be Tyrion was the best melee lord, but I don't know. As far as army buffs go, fucking Drycha is kind of insane.
Look, I only know what I know, right?
No, bro. You know what's really fucking busted?
Hmm.
Fucking the new dwarf and what he does to correlers. He makes correlers fucking better than rattling guns.
Hmm. I actually remember Kyle talking about that. Yeah.
Like, fucking, he can have a whole entire army of correlers and they will rape like 5 stacks.
Who's that?
And not care.
Oh,
the dwarf that gives fucking
Iron Boar or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, the dwarf that makes correlers have like 260 missile damage.
Yeah.
Basically, like he replaces their normal crossbow bolts on their crossbows with arbalist bolts, and then says, "There you go, shoot those instead."
Pats him on the back and goes, "All right, get at it. Gone now."
He is actually a pretty fun lord too. He makes miners, like literally, he makes miners. Like the fucking weak ass little. Have you remember doors, Jason? Like
Yeah,
the
I do.
miners.
Yeah.
He makes miners as strong as black orcs.
Wow.
Oh no, we're probably gonna see some
Dude,
bust.
I am so glad that I took over Sartosa's shit ASAP.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I literally, she kept throwing shit out. I'm playing on hard. I'm trying to, I don't know if Skip told you, we're doing a legendary campaign. So I'm legitimately doing legendary. Within some bounds. Skip's helping me with, like, cavalry and stuff as I'm learning more.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing a hard campaign, normal with what's his fuck, Altharian.
Mm-hmm.
And, took over. Sartosa just kept sending shit at me, and I'm like, bitch. So finally, I just took Eltharion and just went right to Sartosa's home and blew it the fuck up. And you get a lot of benefits from doing that. It's very risky, but you get a lot of benefits if you can pull it off. Luckily, I brought Eltharion down below Sartosa and waited until she brought both of our armies out and away, and then attacked Sartosa with just its garrison.
Yeah, like I had to do that. Like I did I think I just did Tyrion, like a Tyrion campaign recently, and I didn't really remember the east side of the island being so fucking bad. But then I remembered that like Eltharion and all the other high elves came out before Pirates Coast came out, and I hadn't played a high elf campaign since the Pirates had come out.
You know what's goddamn jarring is the fact that the map is so goddamn different between Twisted Nether and Mortal Empires. Because, like, when you're playing Twisted Nether, you're like, oh, okay, there's this Norska place right on the right of where Eltharion starts. And Mortal Empires, nope, that is way the fuck up north. The entire Bretonnian place is to the east right there. Yeah. And that Norska thing is like huge, like miles up north. And then you're thinking, okay, well Sartosa's right down here. Nope. Sartosa is like moved all the way underneath like Teclis. And so it's very jarring.
Well, just wait until they add the third map in and see how that's going to change everything.
Well,
like so the third, so people are like upset with the third game's map.
Why?
Because they're saying it's
no one's
going
ever
to be,
happy.
Because no one's ever happy. No one's ever happy. Yes, that's true. So what they're talking about though is it seems like it's a very squished map. Like it just seems smaller than basically if you take either one or two, they feel like it's half the size.
Have you ever look at me in the face and tell me that you've completed a Mortal Empires campaign?
I've completed like 6 or 7, but
full Mortal Empires campaigns, like you've taken over the entire world.
Full takeover twice.
Skip, you might need to get a day job.
Well, that's the beauty of having a night job. Anyways,
yeah.
So,
you might need a day job.
So
time on your hands there, but
it actually goes pretty quickly. Like once you like fully
get
your legendary lords and stuff.
Oh yeah, does it? Okay.
You can start running through auto-resolving most fights. And actually the funnest part of Mortal Empire's campaign is when it becomes you versus one other person, and they have half the world and you have half the world, because then it's like 30 armies versus 30 armies.
You and I have very different definitions of fun.
And it's actually, to do like the normal Mortal Empire's campaign completion is not that hard.
Anyway, so go on.
But so, what you call it? Basically, it just looks like it might be smaller, but that's just all context because they haven't shown the map in game. They just showed like a little poster. You know what I mean? Like, they do like a poster that kind of shows the world map. But it's hard to say how big or small that's going to be based off of that. And that's just the map of what the map's going to look like for the campaign of the third one. That's not including all 3 maps slapped together.
Right.
Because it's different.
And Twisted Nether isn't that big, so I don't understand why people would bitch. I don't get it. People just like to complain.
Because people are hoping that certain things would be in the game that are going to be DLC, and people rage when games like this do DLC. Because
Like,
they're
like
I
every
feel
other
like
Total War game?
Yeah, like every other Total War.
No, people hate these Total War games. They hate the fuck out of them because they're like, I paid $50 for this game, and literally you tell me I have to pay like a whole $15 for 2 extra lords? What the fuck?
So, in a game like this, the way I feel about it is release a game, give me the base game that's fully playable, feels complete, has all of the factions, quote unquote, available, or at least the main factions, and then take your time giving extra detail to like minor characters or more like because otherwise you're not able to flesh out those minor details on smaller characters, and then that way you can pick and choose, right? It's like the Paunch and what is this literal expansion I just bought. I'm never gonna play the Paunch, but I love no, I'm never gonna play Grom, right? Grom and the Paunch, because Grom is the goblin, but the Paunch is Eltharion. Like, I love Eltharion, but I'm never gonna play the Paunch, and I'm fine with that because I feel like they
Grom is kind of fun, but
sure, but I don't like goblins and orcs, right? I have no desire to play those campaigns. I might try them one time, but I don't like their aesthetic. So for me, I'm fine paying like $9 for it because it's like I get it's the whole money versus hours thing. If I pay $10 and I get 20 hours of time out of it, I got my time back, right?
Well, yeah, but people are mad because basically ever since like some game developer came out and told them that there is, a marketing guy that comes in and looks at a game and starts chopping it up and saying, all right, all this DLC, release this, right?
Oh, yeah,
like,
but that's...
Like, people have always now been like...
This goes back to my argument with World of Warcraft. We pay with our wallet. If people truly had a problem with it, and the majority of people truly had an issue with it, they would stop buying it. But they don't.
Literally, go look at every DLC for Warhammer and look at the reviews and see the fact that most of them are probably mixed or terrible reviews, and go read them. Just go read them for a second.
Sure, but you know what?
Like, but I love them, dude. But that's
no,
what I'm saying, though.
but they still paid for it. It's the same as voting, right? You can say I hate Trump and I hate Biden, but if you vote for them, you still approved it, right?
Well,
like
people also say that not voting is still approving of whatever happens in that vote, right? Because you didn't vote otherwise.
But if the majority of people voted for a different option, or if the majority of people, like, as unfeasible as it is, it's the truth. If the majority of people went, I'm not voting for Trump, I'm not voting for Biden, I'm going to vote for this third party. Guess what? That third party would now be president.
Oh, yeah,
It's the
trust
same
me, I
with
already-
it's the same with these DLCs. If the majority of people just stopped fucking paying for them and buying them, game developers would go, "Wow, we're not making money on these DLCs. We need to stop investing time in them."
I mean, that just comes down to like a fundamental issue, which is
Well, people don't hate DLC. They hate when they release a game and they take parts of the game that's supposed to be, like you said, right? Like, for example, let me give you an example. In the first Total War Warhammer, okay, if you basically released that game, and a big part of that game was chaos, right? In the very first one. It's a very huge faction, a huge part of the first one. They were DLC content at release of the game.
But one is not mutually exclusive to the other. If you have
I get
DLC
that.
and you allow for DLC, then game developers are going to create a game that's going to have stuff in it, but marketing is going to come in and say, "Hey, we can make more money if we put that in DLC." That's as simple as that.
I actually don't mind the DLC because most of the time it all goes on sale and you can get like
Yeah, I don't mind the
literally
DLC. If it's
$200.
good.
You can get $200 worth of DLC for like $20.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Boy, like so generally most of these kinds of issues always come down to a fundamental issue that I just have with humanity in general, which is why I don't believe in most people's causes. Is
Go on.
is like everyone is an idealist until they have to be inconvenienced.
Right.
So it's basically like, oh, I don't think these things should be a DLC, but the inconvenience is if you want to strike it, that means you have to stop playing things that you enjoy.
Or your
and
game
basically-
doesn't come out as fast.
and take a fundamental like stand against game companies. It's like the
Right.
same thing of it's like voting and like there's all sorts of issues. People, so it's like factory farming. People are against factory farming, but they still go buy the meat because they themselves don't want to be inconvenienced. So it's like that's the same issue with all of these things, where it's everyone's an idealist until it really comes, nuts to butt, and you basically say like, okay, so what are we going to do this? And no, because I still want to have fun. I still want to play my game.
Right.
hey man, I have stuck to not playing any Epic Games bullshit. I have not even cracked one time.
Oh, that's the thing. And I refuse to play Epic Games. I refuse to play, what's that other one? The one with the O? Oracle? Origin. Yep. Fuck Origin. Origin can die in a fire. Not playing any of their dumb shit.
I don't remember what the issue was with the Epic games. I don't remember what the controversy was.
So, Epic Games, the biggest thing that people don't like about Epic Games is, well, at least for me, was they had a game, Fortnite, right? And Fortnite was never a Battlegrounds game. It is a game that has been in alpha for 8 years. They changed it, they scrapped it, and reworked the game twice. And a bunch of people put a lot of money to support them with it because they were making a zombie tower defense game that people really enjoyed.
I've played the PvE, it's good.
Yes.
I don't play the PUBG,
that's what the game was. There was never the PUBG, right? So the problem is people are asking for PvP, and they're talking about how PvP is going to be like either you control the zombie wave spawns, right, or you control some aspect of the zombies, and the other person has to defend, and or you both have your own defenses, and whoever can last the longest, right, and do certain things to sabotage the other wins. And that's what everybody wanted. It was all over the forums everywhere. And then they went, all right, guys, we think we've got this PvP nailed down. We know exactly what you want based upon reading from the forums and everything else. We're going to give you a knockoff of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And everybody went, wait, what? No, that's not. No. And they're like, this is exactly what you wanted. And everyone was like, no, it's not what we wanted. They're like, this is exactly what you wanted. It's in there. We're in here. Let's go. And then I didn't even have a problem when they did that. But when they did that, they literally stopped the PvE side production of the game entirely. They didn't release anything new for over a year. and the game was still like beta/alpha, and all of their manpower went into the PUBGs because it's what made them money. But everybody that gave them money to support the PvE side of the game, they pretty much gave the middle finger to, and that's why people hate them.
He started making skins, other things.
But that's like the biggest issue. My issue with them now, honestly, is I don't need 50,000 launchers. And they had like the whole China scandal with their launcher and selling your information and like all other stuff.
Yeah, because Epic Games is owned by Tencent now.
Well, yeah.
Also, they started just creating skins for all different types of fucking games and IPs and properties that other people own, not paying them to use those likenesses like Spider-Man and shit, and then just going, sue us. We don't give a fuck. And that's not how you do business.
Dude,
right?
I remember when they tried to cheat fucking Apple and Google out of their shit on the Play Store.
Oh, yep. So
and then Apple and Google fucking bitch slapped the shit out of them.
Yep. Yeah, the Epic Games has really shitty business practices. So I will never support them.
How goes it?
Also, did you? That's somewhat inconsequential. Also,
I don't even know who it is, but that's fantastic.
Well, Skippy Doo isn't wrong.
Also, so.
Oh, it's Dave.
The other problem is, did you hear that they actually tried to exclusive Warhammer 3?
Epic or
Epic? Yeah, they tried to.
Oh, dude, they can fucking eat it.
They tried to exclusive Warhammer 3, but they got told no because literally Steam could go around and fucking sue Games Workshop because in order for 3 to work with 1 and 2, like you need to have all the games and you would have to rebuy them on the Epic Games store.
Yeah.
And all your DLC.
Epic can go fuck themselves.
Do they even have any decent games?
I mean, Fortnite makes a lot of money.
Fortnite makes all their money. Like,
yeah, I don't count
Fortnite,
that.
Well, you gotta count it, right? Because Fortnite makes all their goddamn money.
No, I gotta count it for business reasons, but I don't think it's a good game myself, is what I'm saying.
Fortnite makes more money than any game out there right now, period.
Yeah. It's a little...
Like, no one even comes to scratching a tenth of what Fortnite brings in.
Yep. Shitty business practices, man. That's what you do, and make good money from it. And...
The only people that can actually kind of sort of compete is these gotcha phone games.
Yeah.
Which we are playing.
What are you playing?
Yeah, but just because you're playing doesn't mean you have to spend the money.
Yeah, and at least I know I'm being, like, convinced to spend money. I'm fine with that. And it's good content, so I'm okay with that. Right. Hey, steal money from me, like, to my face. That's fine.
Jason's like, mug me, don't just take my money behind my back.
Right, I'm willingly giving you my money. I've said for a very long period of time that if one of us could have figured out how to become a programmer, we could have made a shit ton of money off of a decent mobile game. I'm fucking sure of that, but sadly, none of us wanted to become programmers. I think Skip and Hartman tried and then gave up in the class. Decided to join the military instead.
Me, they accused of well, actually, they accused the whole class of cheating.
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys were.
It's okay. So yeah, like what I loved about the whole thing, what I loved about the whole thing was she's like, okay, see these variables? I want everyone to use these variables, right?
Right?
And it's like, and then all of you work in groups of 4, and the groups can talk to each other and help each other out. And then she literally, when I sat down, they're like, yeah, you all are cheating. I'm like, okay, well, why?
It was an ethics
well,
test and you failed.
You all use the same variables, and I'm like, I literally walked out of their office and stopped going to that school the same day.
It was an ethics test and you guys failed. Disappointed in you guys. Disappointed.
Failed themselves.
They failed themselves.
I mean, let's be real, Jason. Like, honestly,
dude, fuck you guys. I'm still mad. I was the only one to successfully graduate from that goddamn school.
Do you use what you learned from them? No, you don't. Like, that's the problem.
Yes. Ohm's law is
You get David? It shows that you caused the battle.
Resistance divided by power current times.
Exactly.
You know what? Fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck
out
you.
of here.
Hey,
Fuck
I'm
outta
on
here.
a trial here. Fuck you.
You could
I
have
make good money.
You could have made making computer chip money working for like fucking Intel or some shit, but you're
No.
like, nope, don't want to move, and look where you're at now.
Making good money for a worldwide company. Thank you.
You're moving across the fucking country.
Right. Moving across the country, doing what I want. Yeah, but it's on my terms, right? I'm moving where I want, when I want, how I want.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that you're in a bad spot, right? Like you still made your own way, right?
Right.
But I feel that ECPI was literally just like a fucking crackpot of a fucking place to go to. It's just like how a lot of these places, like fucking, what was it? I don't think it was DeVry. Which one actually literally almost got like all their student loans forgiven because they
ITT
lied?
Tech.
They lied
It was
to the
ITT
people.
Tech.
Yeah.
So, I will say, like, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, I still support, like, Nathaniel, because he's going to ECPI, but it's like, I told him, like, it's not about the school, it's about what you do with the education. Because, like, I got out of that school still working for that physicist, and then that was an incredible experience that I'll never forget, right? And I never would have got that if it wasn't for working at that job. So
Yeah, the problem with that job though is it wasn't stable at all.
no, but that's fine, right? Because I got the money, and then
Yeah, like I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like I feel like if it was an actual stable job where you worked 5
I
days
never
a
would have
week,
left it. I never would have left
I don't think you necessarily would have left it. I think you would have been able to then therefore use that job as a stepping stone to proceed farther into that world. But
True.
since it was like you work maybe twice, like a month sometimes, or
True.
once a month.
It was 3 times a week.
Well,
was
yes,
always
at
3
the
times a
start, but there was
No, it was
times
always
where
3 times a week.
there was times you didn't work for that man for 2 months straight because he was in Germany or he was fucking wherever.
Okay, year 3, yes, but that was when I had already started working at Staples, so that was fine.
But yeah, like if that was literally you got max hours every week, you could have used that job to do
Yeah,
other
you're
things.
not wrong.
But
All right,
like literally, my problem with ECPI is
I gotta head out.
That chick did not cheat for shit.
No, I know. I gotta head out. I might call into Discord while I'm on the road, just because that's gonna be a. Oh, I appreciate that, bud. Well, maybe. But did you make it look good, or did you make it look like doo-doo?
100% doo-doo.
100% doo-doo. Alright. Love you all.
Later.
Hitting the road. I'll call in when I get stable. See you guys soon.
Peace. The hell game are you even playing, Brent? Oh, okay, fair enough. I would not like to die to this. Have you seen any of the videos? Yeah, I mean, I agree. So far, it looks amazing. Although I don't like that the combat and everything looks slower than like DS3. That's my only gripe with it at the moment. Although miracles are apparently the way to go. Oh, there's a miracle called Beast Claw, and it's literally like four-shotting bosses with base stats. That's with the open beta test right now, anyway. Again, things are subject to change, but that is so far what we have. I don't even know what I wanted to do. Is anybody even online? Right now I'm playing, or I was playing New World. What? Well, they're doing server merges soon, so they'll actually have decent amounts of players. But again, they made excess servers because they knew they were going to have a huge bump, and usually after that huge bump, you lose a good amount of your player base. This is just people checking the game out. Now they lost even more because they're not doing well with finding glitches and whatnot. And they banned even more people because people were infinite duping and whatnot. But
Hey man, you tell me another game where you can open up the chat box and literally program the game yourself in their own chat box because they're retarded. Literally, that happened to World of Warcraft in like the first like year or two it came out, and like really no one else has made that mistake since then. But no, you could actually write code and steal people's credit card information and everything else just by making them hover. Like they link an item and there's code behind it, and as soon as you hover over that item to see what it is, they can literally just hack into your computer. Yep. Because
no,
and it was apparently it's like a very easy fix and a very simple thing for them to not even make, like, to let happen, but they just didn't do it.
as far as New World goes right now, it's just the servers are dead because there's too many servers.
It was a fun game. I had fun with it, but it had a lot of glaring issues. And honestly, the main thing that they lost a lot of people over is the fact that there is no PvE in game. Honestly, it's just all PvP.
There's Genesis and Garden of Genesis and
but that's not that's literally
there's only like 2 things you can do at end game right now.
yes, and you can be over and done with that in like 2 or 3 weeks and then be bored of it, right? Like, yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem.
They have, however, put in a crap ton of like endgame PvP stuff, unfortunately, they haven't done any new dungeons, which they need to do horrendously.
Well, again, that's the problem. The only people that are
Yeah.
still in that game are people that love the PvP, and that is it.
And they're even losing those people because they nerfed the fuck out of most shit. They buffed the shit that didn't need to be buffed. They nerfed healing and the main weapon of 60% of the player base, the fire staff. They nerfed the fire staff almost like 40% of its damage. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. But it's still doing decent damage. They did add a new weapon already, which
Yeah,
is
the Blood
nice.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, which is fun, but it's not great.
Well, it's supposed to
definitely
be
a hybrid
the-
weapon.
It's supposed to be the weapon that that healers should have had on release so that they could level.
Yeah. Although I think most people still would have went with the Great Axe or Hammer. The Great Axe and Hammer are just so fucking easy to use. But right now, a lot of the player base even is taking a break just until they get the server transfers or server merges done. Which once they're done, the population should be fine, and we'll probably see a little bit of an incline in the player base.
Well, like I said, the game had a lot of problems. There wasn't enough gold in circulation in the game, so people went to a
There still
bartering
isn't.
system. I had, like, when I logged out and I stopped playing, I had like 120,000 gold.
God damn, Skip. What'd you do? Just sell a bunch of shit on the trading post?
I just sold shit, and I know how to play auction houses. But the
Yeah.
problem is that I didn't buy a house, because that is a constant drain on your money.
It
Right.
really is.
So while you do get good buffs from it and shit, it is not necessary and or required.
For the late game PvE, which they don't only have. They don't only
It's
have the
not,
dungeons.
because I already did most of the late game shit. It is not required.
Did you do the arenas?
Mm-hmm.
You did the arenas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a different story then. Because
You do
I
not-
was gonna say the trophy system is just so. It's a great idea, but it's almost required for certain things.
Not really. I mean, you can just have like everything you get from trophies, right? Yes, it makes your farming a little bit easier, and it makes like all that other stuff a little bit easier. But you don't need it. It's
You
just
need it in order to craft the top tier gear, though. You absolutely do.
well, yeah, but at the same time, you literally can just go into the dungeons, get the gear from the dungeons, like the very last dungeon, and that's also just as good. The only thing,
Everything I've heard and seen is the dungeon gear actually is nowhere near as good as the crafted.
well, here's the thing, Dave. I literally played this game for 3 weeks on its release.
Yeah.
And at the time, didn't matter one way or another.
Mm.
So, and again, buying a house is a huge drain on gold and money that you just don't need. You just don't.
I don't think they.
And you make a ton of gold. Like literally, you wanna know how you make money in that game?
I know how to make money.
Furniture and trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Boom,
That's
problem
one of it.
solved.
The other thing is you just constantly sign up for the wars and invasions. The wars and invasions, literally, one war or invasion gives you enough to pay for one house for a week. Which they changed a little bit of how much taxes you pay on your house and how
depends,
often.
Because
so.
depending, oh, they changed that because I was about to say, because that just depends. Because someone wins a war somewhere where your house is, and they raise the taxes up to 20%.
Yeah, right now there's a 90% break on all taxes anyway. and they're making up for that with shifting the percentage of what's going on, or percentage of what's being gotten from the town to that, or that's going to the town. So they shifted it to favor the town, basically. But they're doing all this shit in preparation for the server merge. They're probably going to be doing something about the taxing situation anyway.
But these are basically
Wars are stupid hard to win still, though.
Well, yeah, because the people that defend literally can just that's why they nerfed the fire staff. 100% guarantee you, is because literally all they have to do is AOE bombard the area that you're walking through, and unless you have more healers, you die.
That's not why they nerfed the fire staff. That is why they nerfed the ice gauntlet, though. They took out literally a quarter of the ice gauntlet's damage off of the one ability. They did, however, readjust it and put it in other abilities, but the fire staff, because there was a bug with the fire staff going on where it was causing Pillar of Flame and other abilities to hit 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they fixed that. Then it was going to a double hit, because it's a very difficult to do, but it's a niche situation where it can double hit when the dude's moving through it and as it explodes out.
Yeah,
but that was
coding.
dealing
Yes.
8k damage.
Also, another problem is they made the different tiers of armor, light, medium, and heavy, and literally you can't wear light armor.
That system was broken, yeah.
Yeah, like if you wear light armor and you go, like, say, into the end-game dungeon, doesn't matter. You get one shot.
Yep. That's probably
So everyone
my
just wears
biggest complaint
heavy.
with it right now. Since I only do PvP, I wear light, but if
Well,
I
even
ever
in
wind up doing
PvP,
the
so
PvE,
my problem with PvP in that game is just like it's very drastically skewed. Like, if someone's being a tank, right? It doesn't matter that they don't hit you for shit. Most often than not, they're going to win a fight because you can burst them for a ton of damage, and they just don't care. They got so much armor and everything else, you're just not hurting them.
the only time I can't hurt somebody is if they're using Defiant Stance. Actively using
I PvP with Spear and Musket, and I killed tanks all day, but it's annoying because it takes literally years to kill them.
Yeah.
And all it takes for them is for them to literally get one little like combo off on me for me to fuck up just once, and they can kill me because they have asinine amounts of HP. Whereas you don't if you're going for actual damage.
Part of the problem I find is the fact that people can just pop pots all the time.
Well, there's a cooldown on it.
There is, but it's a reduced cooldown because everybody got or went out and farmed that damn legendary necklace. So you can literally pop one every, I think it's a minute or 2.5 minutes.
Well, yeah,
or a minute.
So you just got to kill them faster.
No, I'm
Problem
sorry,
solved.
it's 45 seconds.
Yeah,
Now
you got to kill them faster.
that you got to, but how do you kill a tank like that?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just super annoying.
I mean, I run in the wars. I run around in light armor, and I don't die nearly as much as I should. I will say that I should die a lot fucking more. But because
Running around
of
light
the-
armor, like if the musket people are doing their job, they can one-shot you with a headshot.
almost. They don't deal 8k damage with a headshot.
Yeah. They literally hit you with the stun shot and then just follow it up with another shot to the head while you're stunned and you're dead.
I don't know of the stun shot. What's the stun shot?
It's It's just an overcharged shot, and then once they fire it, if they hit you in the head, it stuns you for like 1.5 seconds.
Oh, that's stuns? I
Yeah.
think they took that out.
They probably could, probably did. But yeah, it used
Um,
to stun for 2, and they dropped it to 1.5.
I wouldn't know. I've only ever been like, because right now there's a powder burn
And they
glitch.
can use the
There's a power shot
yeah.
and powder burn glitch where you can crouch and it'll cause infinite burn on someone. Which sucks because there's active wars going on and people are freaking doing that, and people aren't getting banned for it. Well, there are people getting banned for it. It's just not enough people. There's people that are abusing it and not getting consequences.
But I enjoyed the game, but it's just very glaring that Amazon, as a gaming company, is pretty much like they're
incompetent as of right now. Yes.
not incompetent. I would say I'd just say they're like 30 years behind everyone else as far as experience goes.
I could see that point of view. The only reason I would say incompetent is because every time they fix a glitch, they don't test well enough. Like they do a hot fix and they bring up 10 more problems.
It's called spaghetti code.
Yep. They took a lesson from Riot. The spaghetti code is strong, but I don't know. The game is still fun. It's playable, but there's not enough people on the servers right now. Once they merge the servers, it'll be more fun. Because right now, a lot of the servers are one faction dominated.
Well, it's always going to end up being that way because everyone's going to want to be on the side of the faction that's winning. My server was one faction dominated when, that shit, stayed one faction dominated no matter what. To the point of where people in the dominating faction transferred to a different faction.
Yeah.
Just to make it so that there's something to do.
Yeah, we just had that on our server too. But the person that led the charge on the de facto company got banned for glitching or duping or whatever. They got
they're all doing it.
20-something or a 1 week ban.
They're all fucking doing it. Why wouldn't they?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, cool. You can hear me. Sweet.
Yes, we can, Jason. By the way, Jason, I still don't know if I'm going to be able to come down there. I believe Alex spoke to you about that.
He did. He said you were gonna come and crash on our floor.
Yeah, something like that. Only.
What the fuck's going on here?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
What are we doing?
Nothing.
Okay. That's how I like it.
Okay.
Okay, real question. How the fuck do I build a Craft World Eldar list that doesn't make me want to shoot myself?
A what?
Yeah.
Craft World Eldar list.
Seriously,
I have no clue what context this is.
I need to build
or what
one.
you're talking about. Okay.
I need to build one really badly, but I don't know. I just like it keeps leading back to like a Warlock Conclave with 10 Warlocks in it. Or Warlock Skyrunner Conclave with like 10 Warlocks in it, and I know that's not good. I know for a certainty that is not correct. But it feels right, but it's gonna lose. I have to fight a fucking guard player.
Oh fuck! I need to fight a guard player.
Yeah, and guard are good now. Potentially, their new supplement makes them in an odd place in the tiers. It hasn't been sussed out fully yet. I hope it never gets sussed out. Fuck guard player.
Like I was about to say Shining Spears, but
I was rocking 2 groups of Shining Spears, What the fuck was it? I had something like I'm trying to fucking remember. I had like 2 groups of Shining Spears with 5 in them, both with Skilled Rider, just to be like, it's gonna sound weird, but like pseudo distraction Carnifexes, I guess, right? Like Skilled Rider, because hopefully the idiot shoots at them, and they get that nice invuln, and I'll make one of them a 2-up invuln, because of course I will. But like, the real goal here was like, you know, Night Spinners, and like just Dark Reapering him to death, because Dark Reapers can fire and fade into a transport now, because of course. But I don't fucking know. I don't know the right balance. I don't like. Okay, look. Let's be real here. I play the Truekin, and I play the Truekin for a reason. I'm trying to learn this Phoenixy bullshit, but it's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard to understand how the fuck they operate. So like, how many fucking Psychers am I supposed to have? I'm not used to having Psychers. Like, why do Farseers like only get the Runes of Fortune? Why does nothing else get the Runes of Fortune?
Also, like, I didn't bring, whenever I make a craft world list, I mean, I haven't played ninth yet, so I don't know what's changed. But like, I don't actually bring that many Psychers. Like, I would bring 2 like heavy duty. Like, I'd bring like Uldred. Because he's the best Psyker, hands down. And then I would bring, depending on what I'm doing, I would either bring like 1 or 2 more Farseers, or I would bring, if I'm doing like a spliced list, I would bring a Vrain or the Incarn.
A part of me hates it, and just wants to fucking, I just want the new book to come out, because I feel like a lot of these issues I have is like, I want to bring units that suck, because I like them, but they suck, and I'm not playing a friendly game, so I can't just bring shit I want to play. So it's like odd. I know, this is gonna sound funny as shit. Fucking Warp Spiders made the world's biggest comeback. Do you know how they made a big comeback? One of the 9th edition secondaries, Retrieve Octarius data, is literally like the easiest thing in the world to get maxed out every single game if you have enough units of Warp Spiders. Because the fucking Psychic Awakening powers that they got, right, the extra powers they could choose for their X-Arc, one of them is literally just Deep Strike again. So you just do that little action every turn to keep getting your Retrieve Octarius data, and you've got one of your secondaries maxed out immediately. And it gives you a big point lead, because Eldar they're not tanky enough to survive, and they're not killing enough to kill, so you just like rack up points and play like a weird like keep away game from everybody. So like everyone's like, oh, fucking Warp Spiders, bro. And I'm depressed about it.
Well, I mean, like, back in like 4th or 5th edition, Warp Spiders used to be my jam.
They're so cool. Everyone's seen the intro to Dawn of
But
War.
like, I was actually upset that they made. So like, I enjoyed Warp Spiders where you had to roll to see if they even made it on the field, or if they just died in the warp.
Oh yeah.
Like, I brought them specifically because they were a gamble.
That shit's cool, but they're trying to remove randomness from a game primarily based around dice rolls. Which is, you know, that's something. I'm gonna play Sakura, fuck it. Does anyone know how to play soccer? What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. It's so
actually come down because
it's so frustrating.
somebody's about to try and take your shit.
Oh, and I'm like, I'm still trying to get into Age of Sigmar because there's a very big Age of Sigmar community, like
Nope, hate
in the
it.
area. And I don't know. I played a couple games of 3rd edition. It's a little bit more fun, I would say. I'm still not a big
Disagree
fan.
wholeheartedly.
Look, man, I'm just trying to get games in. I'm just trying to get games in with people, and it's hard. It's real fucking
Well,
hard.
Age of Sigmar has, in my opinion, the worst rule in tabletop gaming ever.
It's
Like the fact that I can go second on first turn, then get first on go second on the first round, and then roll to go first on the second round, so that you move forward on your first turn, I move forward and then shoot you, and then I get first so that I can move forward and shoot you again, and then charge and attack. Like, Age of Sigmar is basically the only time when I can get 2 turns in a row, destroy half your army before you ever get to respond.
it's bad. One of the first games of Age of Sigmar I ever played, I was playing.
Sounds like it had the same issue that I used to have with 40k.
40k has never been that bad, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what rule that would have been in 40k.
Oh no, 40k,
I mean,
to me,
40K
what was
has
bad in
some fucking
40k was
rules, but-
it used to, like when we used to play, David, like I've seen so many 40k games end on turn 1, turn 2.
Oh, that's true. Like one good volley could end a 40k match pretty quickly. That's still kind of true. Depending on who you're fighting, like if they get one.
That's why I
good
always
volley,
like War Machine, because War Machine, the games weren't like that. Like it was multiple turns. Unless like I was playing my army and you did something incredibly stupid, I could not
That's
end the
true.
game like that.
Yeah, unless, yeah, that's true. You couldn't end a War Machine game turn 1. It was almost impossible. Like, to take down one mech, you'd have to concentrate all of your fire, and maybe you take it down in
I didn't even
one
block. I'm
turn.
so stupid.
Yeah.
I fucking literally lost the game because I didn't block. I just stood there. What's wrong with me? Oh my god, I have fucking termites in my brain.
Like, to me, a game shouldn't take less time to play than it does to set everything up.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a game store near
If
my.
it takes you 15 to 20 minutes to set up your army and everything, and everyone to set up and everything, and then the game's done in 5 minutes, to me that's just not worth playing.
Well, like, and honestly, like, I actually kind of miss War Machine. Like, I always
Oh,
thought
fuck
the
me,
models.
I tried playing
And-
it again.
Yeah.
And they went super heavy into the objectives of the game, like the playstyle, and I just don't like it now. And literally, like, they nerfed every like assassination thing Crix has, and didn't give them anything for it. Super frustrating.
That doesn't work. Okay.
Like, they got rid of Captain Rengrave's ability to make more, his boat crew. Like, when he did those kills, he could make more of his boat crew with, like, his command check and everything.
Yeah.
They got rid of all of that.
Oh my fucking god.
And they got rid of his ability to, like, I think he could only sack one of the Revenant crew, like, once or twice, and then he can't do it anymore.
In a turn or the entire game?
In
my
a turn.
I'm dead. I don't want to run it back because I don't want to play this character ever again. Fuck.
Like, they nerfed a lot. A lot.
Oh, I hate this character. I don't like soccer. Why am I doing this? Guys, why am I doing this? Guys, I don't like this character. Help. Okay.
I hate when it forces my camera down to your army, right? And then when the turn's over, like you switch turns over to me, like it stays down there. So I don't know sometimes when it's my turn because I'm still staring at your shit.
That is the most irritating fucking thing in the entire world because I'll sit there when it's my turn and I'm like,
AM radio?
still waiting. Still waiting.
Well, generally, like I notice it better, but the most irritating thing to me is I have to move my camera all the way back up. Like I can't just like quick snap to my lord.
That's a meter bait though, right?
All right, let's see.
Why does he do that? That's so random. Seriously though? Why? Why do those? That's fine. I don't fucking. Where's Ken's hurt box at? Okay. Okay. I'm so mad right now. That's fine. That combos?
You're back.
I should have known he was gonna do that. Oh, I'm so that's fine. Whatever. I don't want to play this character. That's fine. I'm so I wish I liked characters in this game. Shut up. Nice thing.
North Carolina's road, or like fucking Georgia, like South Carolina and some dog shit.
What? Oh, why are my dogs barking?
Because South Carolina's infrastructure is dog shit.
It still sounds like you're yelling at me over like you're on like a talk radio show, yelling about like the Knicks or something.
With some expert micro, you could have won that.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. If you were able to, you know, reach some sort of form of triangle formation with those dryads to where they were constantly triggering the skirmish of all of those ranged units so they never fired while your units just got to fire. Somehow evading the Eshin, you know, the Eshin spears and the Lord.
Well, I mean,
You
that would have been impressive, not gonna lie. Seeing as I'm pretty sure Yurt could have just ran up and gone, "What's up, dog?"
Okay. Here's the better question. Who's fucking cooler, Tyrion or Tackless?
Round one. Fight.
What? That was behind? Oh, okay. Damn, this guy fucking anti-airs. What the fuck do I do about that?
You can turn off skirmish mode by default, David.
Oh my god, I thought that comboed. Send help.
Round 2. Fight.
Can I lose this game over this? I'm dead? No. Hello? Fuck me, I deserve that actually. I'm kind of mad about that, honestly. I forgot how fucking bad I am at characters that aren't real.
You lose.
Well, I guess that aren't real. That's gonna get technical.
You have been accumulated 20 times.
Oh shit, okay. I'm actually kind of mad that I keep, like... You ever get upset that you, like, your brain doesn't take shit seriously?
Fight.
Okay. I disagree with that, but that's whatever. That's upsetting. That's fine. Where the fuck was my combo afterwards? What? That was an input error. I would have died. Wild. What? That's upsetting. Fuck me. I need music. Look. For a while. Oh, I thought I wasn't too. That's upsetting. Seriously? I'm losing all my life now. This is upsetting, actually. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm dead now. That's fine. I got murdered by just like non-stop jumping.
What's happening?
I fucking didn't land in time. God damn it. That's whatever. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna stop fucking playing characters I don't want to play. My stubbornness has ended via boredom. This wouldn't happen if we just never made this game.
Beyond the battle.
Oh, that didn't fucking connect. Oh, my fucking perfect. That's so upsetting. I'm gonna keep. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't reach. Fuck, I'm so bad. That's fine. Just jump at me. Just jump at me. Just jump at me, please. That's fine. Don't do it then. Oh, I deserve that. He flayed me. He knew. He knew, guys. He knew. Oh shit. I'm a burst. Oh my god. We gotta play old man Street Fighter right now. We're playing old man Street Fighter right now, guys. We're playing old man. Like straight wrinkly balls Street Fighter. Oh, I cracked. He did wake up soup. This man's wild. That ain't gonna chip. It didn't chip. That's fine. Just jump, just jump. I know you want to. Oh, I didn't fucking. I hit DP it. Fuck. I'm so stupid. I kept this going. Alright, I gotta go now. Alright, my girlfriend's off work. I'm ending this. I gotta leave. Sir? What? That was not supposed to be hard working. Sir. Ah, so I cancel that. He did it again. Oh, fuck, he's a genius, actually. Okay. Why is it okay, angry now, actually. I'm actually annoyed then.
Ooh, actually, that was a different army. I should have bought that. Oopsies. No. That was all. That was just a lord that I spawned for just in case scenarios. Like if my army got wiped out, it was a way to survive. But I'll just spawn a new one.
Big dummy.
Them Rattling guns are gonna open up you a new butthole, David. That's how. Along with